You'll be hearing them through our mics, fellas, all right?
Are there any Peaches in London that he's played before?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
That's what's really interesting. We actually have, I mean, we have a couple of really, really strong Peaches, especially because he's got Ramon, who doesn't really attend that much, to be honest, but Carnage is who he's going to be playing mostly, who's actually from the east of England, but travels into London very, very, very commonly. And so he's going to have a little bit of experience there. Not a whole lot, but might be enough to be the difference maker, as we are, of course, into the game. Just feeling each other out there, Radagast.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing some... We saw down smash to start the game from Baali, dealing, I think, 25% or something. A great start, but Zangrix just playing his neutral, doing well, and then he gets sense of stage. And what happens here?
Let's find out. He is able to make it back now, which is quite nice. I was playing Baali yesterday, and one thing I did notice is I would sort of blink, and I would maybe like not lose a couple interactions. You know, I'd get hit by a turnip or two, and suddenly I just look down, and I'm on like 125%. Like, he's just really good at nickel and diming you, just slowly climbing you up. Before you know it, suddenly he steals away the lead. As
Roy does as well.
Big tasty Jer. Fantastic stuff coming through as we are looking pretty clinical right now as moving through, just trying to carry him across the stage, jumping into the down smash. That's not what you want to see, but good defense from Baali there just to stop any engagement.
He wanted to do the turnip train, but couldn't really get it off this time.
Damn shame indeed. That float just keeping him safe from those up air assaults. Good defense. This is the thing you love with these swordy characters. You love holding a platform and then using it so you can get these run-off fairs, these run-off aerials. They're so, so strong. What an incredible position to be able to hold, especially against someone like Peach, who going up a little bit harder than coming down.
Yeah, definitely. But we're just seeing solid neutral from Baali. Just playing good defense, and that turnip, that C-drop put him in, and he was ready for it.
My goodness, between a rock and a hard place, I should say, as good movement coming out from Zangrix. There's the falling up air as we're just keeping him mixing up. Lovely wave landing as well, as I think we are just seeing a bit of a repeat from that first stock as Baali takes the lead, but is slowly being snuffed out by Zangrix. Still playing it safe. Down air coming through. A little bit of chip.
Oh, that's the sliding F-tilt. That crosses up shield. It's very weird. But now it's just for Baali to get as much extra credit as he can.
Nice.
And he only got 18%. So this is scary. Last stock, game 1.
That's true. Let's see if the trend continues, because Baali has been just barely in the lead this entire time. So we're going to see if we can force it through. Send out. This could be death if Zangrix does not play it right, as the Nair just going to get shuffled under. With that back air, trying to find a way in. The crown going to connect as Zangrix needs a hit, needs something to change the flow of this game as the turnip comes through the forward air. One more mistake and Zangrix is done for. Baali just holding steadfast in the knowledge that they're going to take this game one. Turnip drop.
He's just playing so safe. I don't get how Zangrix can really get like a huge opening. Because he's floating, and he's really floaty, so even if Zangrix gets like a down tilt, it probably won't even put him in a tech situation.
Probably wouldn't. Trying to find it. There's just a connection. I think that was a forward air right there. Obviously just masking a lot of these maneuvers with the turnip, which makes it really hard for Zangrix to follow. Baali going to take game one, but it certainly was close.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I think if Zangrix can just get through the iron defense of Baali and get a couple more openings in neutral before he takes 100, he can definitely win.
I think you're totally right, and it's that defense that must be so frustrating, as it's such a wall to put up. There's not a whole lot of calculated aggression from Baali. It is just forcing openings for himself. You can see with this turnip play, kind of trapping you between one situation, forcing you into a roll or something like that so you can connect a forward air. Baali is definitely someone who has a flowchart of how to play this game, and it's very, very strong.
Yeah. And I mean, you were talking about it earlier, how Baali gets like chip damage, a lot of chip damage. And we haven't seen any long combos, but he gets these like 3-piece strings, and they deal like 40%.
It's very, very tough to deal with. Zangrix looking a lot healthier at the start of this game, though, as an interesting tilt's coming in from Baali, just putting up that wall. Got the Mr. Saturn, though. This could be dangerous. We're going to see what can happen. They're holding on to it as well.
Yeah.
I think Zangrix kind of wants it.
I think he wants it.
Go on. Don't throw it off the edge. Yes, keep it in play. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. The Saturn combo.
Oh, he tried to save it.
I thought for a second he was going to extend his up air hitbox on that fucking Saturn, but
That would have
apparently
been
not.
sick.
Unfortunate, as that's the opening gambit coming out from Zangrix, taking the lead this time, but just barely. Single edge guard could do it, or should I say just Baali, as we are making our way through. That side B could have been very dangerous, luckily just narrowly avoiding Baali's assault right there. The forward air coming out, going to see if this is going to be it, if 18% is going to be all the credit you have earned. And I've seen this interaction a few times, this rising nair out of shield being punished by a low-profile back air coming out from Baali. Must be very frustrating for old Zangrix, but nevertheless, holding steady.
I mean, he lost his stock there, but 57% extra credit, that's pretty good.
That's true, he plays his cards right, that's a kill.
Yeah, like that's one nair, and he can probably kill him. So if he just plays safe neutral now, and waits for his time, oh shit. Okay, no crazy kills at 0, but you never know. Yeah, there we go. The one opening he needed.
Nicely done, Radagast. Nicely done indeed, as Zangrix looking very healthy right now. I think this stage is actually doing Baali a lot of work, but it looks like Zangrix has just adapted. You can see that Baali is just really thriving off of forcing Zangrix into a corner, grabbing some of these turnip balls, forcing a reaction.
Yeah, I mean, this is completely different than the last game, where we saw Baali just keeping up his defense, but always in the lead. But here, Zangrix can kind of just play his neutral, and every time he gets a chip hit, that's great. And this is the 4th Stitch Face Baali has pulled in 2 games.
Must be very, very scary. Forward air coming out, just forcing Zangrix. And that's the issue with things like Stitch Face, with things like Saturns, with these pulls, is it just gives you that moment of hesitation. So Zangrix doesn't want to shield too much, doesn't want to play too defensively, forces him into a situation where that forward air can easily take it. As Baali being sent down. Zangrix not doing anything too spicy just yet. The back air coming out. One more clean hit will do it if he can find a jab. The tilt's coming through the side B, not going to connect.
No, just keeping him on ledge. I mean, that is where Roy is strong. His advantage, so strong. Ledge trapping, he wants to just hit your jab.
Terrifying. Zangrix is making out of this situation. Going to reset just a little bit, finding ways in. Baali needs to slow it down quite a lot. That forward air is going to buy him a little bit of very, very needed aggression as a triple. No, not quite yet. Oh my goodness. Zangrix actually going for the forward throw there. I think he was definitely feeling himself, got a little bit too lost in the sauce instead. Going for anything too cheeky. Oh, perfect timing on that get-up option. As the nair comes back, sends him backwards even. Can Zangrix find the kill here? This is critical. The Jair not going to connect. Can't find the jab, finding his way back, avoiding the turnips, going high.
Oh, beautiful parry.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Didn't get the run-off up air. Wanted it so bad, but the counter not going to connect. Looks like Baali has whiffed his opportunity. So who is going to be able to seize the ball first?
I mean, did he shield poke him with landing up air? And he killed there?
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that game started off so well for Zangrix. But then it got so close. Like, any hit could have killed.
Yeah, crazy. You could see these scramble situations, see the composure that was just slowly starting to falter between these two players as they tried desperately. You saw counters coming out, you saw like very aggressive jabs like at the very corner of ledge where, no, they're not going to be running off and just charging smash attacks. We're not that crazy, but you can see they are getting a little bit antsy. So we're going to see who can hold that composure as the set continues 1-1.
And I feel like Baali has just been whipping a lot of his combos. I feel that game could have looked very different if Baali hit like the 2 turnip trains he dropped. I mean, that's an extra 70-80%. He could have gotten just like that.
Well, you can see there Baali just taking a breath, composing himself. Let's see if they can stabilize coming into game 3. Moving on to Hollow Bastion, I think these smaller stages are actually doing Baali a lot of good as they are able to sort of carry Zangrix across the stage a lot easier. They want to force Zangrix into this corner. They want to turnip train as efficiently as possible as we are forced off. Side B back to stage. Great maneuvering coming out.
Yeah, and this is just the huge damage output Peach really has. But Roy as well, evening up with 1 neutral win.
Yeah, and this is what's a little bit annoying. I do like the fact that, you know, Zangrix doesn't have access to these two platforms, so they can just not kind of pinball from one to the other. But this platform in the middle, you just look at how much value Zangrix gets off of like runoff aerials, as we are able to take the first stock, sent on up. Good defense from Baali of this underneath platform.
Oh, that's beautiful. C-drop into ledge trump back here.
Not bad at all, as falling up air is going to come through. A good combo, but just barely fallen out of it, able to escape relatively unscathed. But this is a dangerous situation. Making
Very
it back.
good DI from Zangrix.
Crazy. Making it back now, going to get a couple of down tilts. Instead, looking again for the jab, not going to come through. That's a free escape from Baali right there, and it could be curtains for Zangrix. He isn't able to stabilize soon, just slowly putting up that wall, vying for a bit of space, as finally we're back into a nice situation.
Oh! He wants to kill him.
Zangrix getting so antsy at these ledges, and hey, it's good. If you can condition Baali to be scared at the ledge, you make him more likely to make a mistake. Yeah, but we're gonna see if it costs him.
I mean, these players, everything is so even. Like, they win every other neutral interaction, they get every other hit, and look at their percent. Baali trying to go for the same setup again.
It's working though. Zangrix just can't find these explosive kill options at the ledge. Is starting to falter, can find something consistent, but just can't keep it going. Decides not to pick up the turnip again, falling back air.
Yeah, like we've been saying, Baali's defense is just so good. Like, Zangrix gets hits every now and then, but they're not huge hits.
I don't think it's exactly what you need. 142 to 122. The rage definitely going to help Zangrix a lot more than it's going to help Baali. But at this point, it doesn't even really matter, because anything is going to send these players flying. As unfortunately, Zangrix's back air is not coming out. Baali going to be drawing first blood on this second stock right there. Forced up with the Nair, not strong enough to find anything necessarily impactful right now. As a bit of a combo coming through, but doesn't quite carry it on. Instead, Zangrix finds an inch, takes a mile, but it's Baali who's still comfortably in the lead with 72%.
Yeah. But he just keeps whiffing these combos, these turnip trains that could have taken Zangrix all the way.
Let's find out. A good couple of up air chains coming through. Baali just trying to land. Back air coming out, swatting away. Oh, but that reversal towards the back, this could be it. Turn up in hand, there's the fair, making it back. That tilt was not going anywhere.
No, I mean, this is what we've been seeing the entire time. The game is just even all the time, but Baali holding Zangrix off.
That's got to be
his
it.
defense. Yeah, I think that's it.
Nicely done. Baali still making a few minor imperfections, but look, when you're that fundamentally strong, just a couple of inefficiencies, it's not gonna sing it.
No, I mean, if he just plays neutral very well and holds his defense so Zangrix can't kill him, it doesn't really matter if he misses his 100% combos, if he gets 40 instead.
And it's got to be so frustrating for Zangrix, especially on a character like Roy, because he's having to play the spacing game so clinically well, which means he's just grabbing this disgusting, awful damage and knockback from the very edge of his sword. He can't get these big meaty hits because he can't break the distance. He can't get in there. So I'm very curious what stage we're going to be going to now, because I think it could help out a lot depending on where they feel like going. So we are going to run it back.
Small worked out really well for him last time. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I agree. Small is definitely going to be the way to go here, as we can play with both of those platforms, have a lot more maneuverability. It still might not matter, as another just weak hit coming out. Baali more than comfortable. And you just constantly see Zangrix at this percent. There's very little room for just slow playing neutral here. It's just Baali chipping, diamond, making his way up and forcing you to panic.
Yeah, and I mean, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's too locked in, Radagast, as we are forced back. Another turnip edge guard. God, these clashes must be so frustrating. Baali's timing is just immaculate.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that everyone talks about how Roy players, they kind of just mash and swing at ghosts, but that isn't working out, because Baali is just standing outside of his range and punishing.
Baali's spacing is just, it's just magnificent, as Zangrix isn't able to find a way in. This game looking a lot more confident than the previous two. Baali has very, very happily taken the lead here. Zangrix needs to find a way and needs to find an adaptation or something as a little bit of a fade back. That's what I like to see from Zangrix coming out. Baali still pretty happy. Probably not too long before we do find an unescapable trap. Oh, what?
I mean, with the float and F tilt, it kind of looked like it was on purpose. But I mean, how are you ready for getting a footstool right there?
Well, I suppose not. Fair play to adapt anyway.
Yeah.
So coming out, trying to find a way back in. Oh, very aggressive option, but it does work this time around. Avoiding the up smash.
I mean,
Oh, almost.
yeah,
I see the vision.
it's scary to go for those aggressive mix-ups, but I feel like at this point, Zangrix has to try something.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
his normal neutral isn't working.
I completely agree. You see Zangrix just sort of swearing to himself down there in the player cam. Sent out with the back air. Not strong enough just yet. 1-1-2 on Peach. There's the trump, but he can't quite make it. Down tilt. Keeping the pressure on, though.
Yeah, keeping Baali at ledge. Even if he doesn't kill him, it's a good position.
Certainly is. A big combo coming out. 48. Oh, just can't connect. This must be so frustrating. Now with a down air, coming back in, trying to find, going to try and find some runoff aerials, try and find something. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Zangrix needs something big right now. Ooh, the clean sour upper that confirms into the kill.
It's very, very difficult. It is not impossible, but
No.
Baali has displayed an iron defense and an unwavering tenacity in this matchup, and it just doesn't look like he's going to give Zangrix the space he needs to make a comeback. Saying that, a little bit of damage coming out, but that's the first step.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Zangrix can really do. He has to play even more patient and just wait for his openings, as Baali pulls his 7th Stitch Fist.
Luck is on his side, but let's see if Zangrix can seize his own destiny as another combo coming out, 98. Looking dangerous now, this could be it. Going low, making his way back. If he gets caught by a fair here, it's of course all over. But Baali, I should say, giving him a little bit. It's the green. I just see herbs.
Yeah.
But gonna need a lot more spice. Zangrix wants to take that down. Baali
Just cleaning up.
cleaning up.
That iron defense of Baali, just back air, spacing out Zangrix.